Have you ever stared at your to-do list, feeling paralyzed? Have you ever sat in front of your computer, knowing exactly what you should do, but feeling like your body just won't move? Maybe you've called it procrastination. Maybe you've told yourself you're lazy, weak, or unmotivated. But what if I told you this isn't laziness at all? What if this is your nervous system, overloaded, exhausted, dysregulated, doing everything it can to protect you? Because here's the truth we don't hear enough. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're likely in survival mode, and your brain is doing exactly what it was wired to do: keep you alive, not keep you productive. Let that sink in. In a culture that celebrates hustle, constant productivity, and the toxic no days off mentality, rest becomes taboo, slowing down becomes shameful, and exhaustion becomes normalized. So we push ourselves harder. We drink more caffeine. We ignore the signs, but your body keeps the score, and eventually, your nervous system says, "Enough. I can't keep running like this." And that's when the shutdown begins. You start feeling foggy, disconnected, tired but wired. You scroll aimlessly for hours. You start 10 tasks and finish none. You avoid the things you want to do, not because you don't care, but because your system literally doesn't have the capacity. This is not a mindset issue. This is a nervous system issue. Let's break it down. When you're under prolonged stress, even if it's subtle, your autonomic nervous system kicks into protection mode. This is the part of your brain responsible for keeping you alive. It doesn't care about your goals, your deadlines, or your vision board. It cares about one thing: safety. And when it perceives a threat, even a psychological or emotional one, it activates the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. If you're watching this video right now, chances are you're stuck in freeze. Looks like paralysis, emotional numbness, disconnection from joy, inability to plan, initiate or complete tasks, feeling trapped in your own head, a constant sense of what's the point. Sound familiar? Now here's the heartbreaking part. Instead of recognizing this as a physiological dysregulation, most people internalize it as failure. They say things like, "I'm lazy. I have no discipline. Something's wrong with me." And then they try to fix it by pushing harder, making bigger goals, punishing themselves for not doing enough, which only deepens the dysregulation. It's a painful, exhausting cycle. And worst of all, it feels personal. But it's not. It's biological. When your brain is in survival mode, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making, focus, and planning, gets down-regulated. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the fear center, goes into overdrive. You begin seeing everything through a distorted lens. Tasks feel impossible. People feel overwhelming. Rest feels dangerous because in your subconscious mind, stillness equals vulnerability. This is why you can feel lazy, but also anxious at the same time. You want to move forward, but something in you says, don't. You want to connect, but something in you says, hide. You want to create, but something in you says, rest first. Even if you never feel rested enough. It's a neurological conflict, not a character flaw. So, let me ask you gently, what if you stopped labeling yourself as lazy and started seeing your nervous system with compassion. What if your lack of motivation was actually a sign that your system needs repair, not more pressure? What if the path to becoming your highest self started with regulating your inner world, not just pushing your outer behavior? Because here's the core truth: you can't manifest abundance with a brain stuck in survival. You can't think clearly, love fully, or heal deeply when your system is dysregulated. You need safety first. You need presence. You need softness. You need silence. That's how we begin to rewire the brain. Not with force, but with awareness and gentle consistency. This video is your invitation to return to yourself. We explore the neuroscience behind survival mode, how to know if you're truly dysregulated, simple daily rituals to restore your inner safety, and a guided experience to begin retraining your nervous system for calm, clarity, and creation, because you were never meant to live exhausted. You were meant to live aligned. Let's break the cycle together. Let's stop punishing the pain. Let's start listening to it. And most of all, let's give ourselves permission to heal. Take a deep breath. Your real life begins now. Your brain isn't against you. It's trying to keep you alive. Let's begin with something radical. If your life feels stuck, chaotic, or like you're constantly fighting invisible battles just to get through the day, it's not because you're unmotivate. It's because your nervous system has learned that safety means stillness, that moving forward feels like danger, that rest is only allowed when everything is under control, and it never is. This is survival mode, and it rewires your brain from the inside out. Let's break down the science. Your autonomic nervous system (ANS) has two main branches: sympathetic nervous system (SNS). Think gas pedal. It prepares your body to fight or flee. Parasympathetic nervous system (PNS). Think brake pedal. It calms the body down and restores balance. A healthy nervous system flows between the two. You get excited, gives you calm down. You feel pressure, gives you rest and recover. But trauma, chronic stress, burnout, or even societal pressure can trap you in a dysfunctional pattern where the gas pedal is always pressed. Or worse, where you've slammed the brakes completely, and now you're frozen. And when that happens, you don't feel safe in your body. Even if nothing is wrong on the outside, you feel constant fatigue that no amount of sleep fixes, a heavy fog in your mind, emotional numbness or apathy, sensory overload from light, noise, or people, trouble making decisions, even simple ones, an irrational fear of taking small steps, shame for not doing more, panic when you finally try to rest. These aren't flaws. They're signs of dysregulation. So what exactly is happening inside your brain? Let's go deeper. Amygdala overactivation. This almond-shaped part of your brain is responsible for scanning threats. When you're stuck in survival mode, it becomes hypersensitive. Even a work email or social interaction can trigger it. You feel unsafe, even if you're at home. Prefrontal cortex suppression. This is your brain's executive center, in charge of planning, decision-making, emotional regulation, and impulse control. When you're overwhelmed, it goes offline. This is why you feel dumb or disconnected during stress. It's not your fault. It's neurobiology. HPA, axis dysregulation. The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis governs your stress. Hormones like cortisol. Chronic activation means your body is flooded with stress chemicals all day long, creating inflammation, insomnia, and emotional exhaustion. Dopamine disruption. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter of motivation, reward, and pleasure. Survival mode decreases dopamine availability, which leads to lack of interest, low drive, and even addictive behaviors like doom scrolling, binge eating, or overworking. But here's what's most important to understand. Your brain is not malfunctioning. It's adapting. It's adapting to a world that told you to hustle instead of heal, to survive instead of thrive, to prove your worth instead of remembering it. This is especially true if you experienced childhood emotional neglect, high achievement, pressure, unprocessed grief, emotional burnout, toxic relationships, financial instability, people-pleasing as a survival strategy. Your system learned that being calm isn't safe. It learned that stillness equals danger. So now, even when you try to rest, you feel guilt, anxiety, or emptiness. That's neuroplasticity in action, but used against your well-being. The good news? The same neuroplasticity that created this pattern can also rewire it. But first, you have to recognize what state you're in. There are three main nervous system states that shape your day-to-day experience. 1. Fight, flight, sympathetic activation. You feel anxious, restless, reactive. Heart rate is elevated. Muscles are tense. Mind races with what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. Productivity feels frantic, not focused. You're always one step from overwhelm. 2. Freeze, dorsal vagal shutdown. You feel disconnected, numb, emotionally flat. Tasks feel monumental. You want to care, but feel like you don't. You spend hours avoiding life. You feel like you're watching yourself from the outside. 3. Flow, ventral vagal regulation. You feel grounded, creative, energized. You respond instead of react. You trust yourself. You feel present in your body. You feel safe in silence. Our goal isn't to stay in flow 24/7. That's impossible. The goal is to recognize when you've left it and know how to return. That's what the next blocks will guide you through. If you've been blaming yourself for struggling, if you've mistaken freeze for laziness, if you've been pushing against the same invisible wall every day, please hear this. You are not broken. You are dysregulated. And you can heal. It starts with awareness, then acceptance, then gentle, repeated steps back toward regulation. In the next part of this journey, we'll walk through those exact steps. I'll show you how to reconnect with your body, awaken your prefrontal cortex, and start building a life that feels like home inside. Your nervous system is not your enemy. It's your compass. Let's learn to follow it with compassion. Awareness is the first step, but embodiment is where real change begins. Now that you understand how your brain gets trapped in survival mode, it's time to offer your system new experiences. You don't need to fix yourself. You need to show your nervous system over and over again that it is safe to soften, safe to receive, safe to live. Below are 3 powerful practices rooted in neuroscience, ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, and energetic regulation, designed to gently interrupt the fear loop and help your brain Return to a state of conscious creation and inner clarity. 1. Grounded presence. Reset 3-5 minutes. Anytime during the day. Why? Fear lives in the future. Regret lives in the past. But safety? It only exists in the present. This practice brings your brain and body into full alignment with the now. How to do it. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Count to 4. Hold your breath. Count to 2. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Count to 6. Repeat 3 times. Now begin the grounding sequence. Name 5 things you can see. Name 4 things you can physically touch. Name 3 things you can hear. Name 2 things you can smell. Name 1 thing you are truly grateful for right now. As you do this, feel your feet on the ground. Notice your breath. Notice that in this exact moment, nothing is attacking you. Nothing is falling apart. You are here. You are safe. The science. This practice engages your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for logic, awareness, and emotional regulation, while calming down your amygdala, the center of fear and reactivity. It's a simple but powerful way to shift from threat to presence. 2. The reparenting affirmation ritual when your nervous system is stuck in survival. It's often not your adult self who's reacting. It's the younger version of you that never felt fully seen, heard, or protected. This ritual allows your adult self to become the safe presence that your inner child needed. Daily practice, morning plus night. Look in the mirror or sit quietly with your hand over your heart and say, I see you. I believe you. I love you. You don't have to be perfect to be safe. You don't have to earn rest or love. You don't need to fix everything right now. It's safe to let go. It's safe to receive. Repeat slowly. Whisper it if needed. Even if it feels awkward, keep going. Your nervous system needs repetition to build trust. Why it works. These affirmations reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase oxytocin, the bonding hormone. With time, your brain begins to associate your inner world with safety, not danger. That's neuroplasticity in action. 3. Safety visualization plus vibrational. Shift visualization is not wishful thinking. It's neural rehearsal. Your brain doesn't always distinguish between imagined and real experiences, meaning you can train your nervous system to expect peace, support, and ease by practicing it in your mind. Try this before bed or whenever anxiety creeps in. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Imagine a warm golden light entering the top of your head. Let it slowly travel down over your face, throat, heart, belly, legs, all the way to your feet. This light is safety, warmth, grounding, healing. Now imagine yourself in a place that makes your body feel soft. It could be a forest, a cabin, a room filled with light, or even a floating space in the clouds. Wherever it is, it's yours. Inside this space, repeat softly in your mind, I am not broken. I am becoming. In this place, I don't chase peace. I remember it. It's safe to soften. It's safe to be me. Stay here as long as you need. Sound tip. Add gentle binaural beats or 432 Hz music while doing this. These frequencies are scientifically linked to deeper states of relaxation, creativity, and nervous system repair. Bonus practice. The micro pause habit, 30 seconds. Anytime, every time you feel yourself rushing, fixing, spiraling, or clenching, do this pause. Place one hand on your chest. Say, I am not in danger. I am allowed to rest. This micro habit, repeated many times a day, rebuilds trust between your body and your mind. Instead of forcing your nervous system to perform, you begin nurturing it to feel safe in stillness. This is the key to shifting from survival to flow. Final reflection: you don't need to leap into a brand new life. You just need to begin showing your brain consistently that there is no tiger in the room, that you are not abandoned, that your body is not an enemy, that it's okay to release the hypervigilance, the overthinking, the grip. And it all begins with small, repeated acts of safety. Rewiring your nervous system is not about doing more. It's about teaching your system that being here is no longer dangerous. From that space, everything changes. Before we begin, remember this. You are not here to force yourself into healing. You are here to invite your system back into harmony, back into safety, back into yourself. Find a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down. Let your hands rest softly. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders drop. Close your eyes and just breathe. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold gently. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Let the weight of the world fall away. Again, inhale, hold. Exhale. Now, let your awareness drop from your head into your heart, into your belly, into your breath. Imagine a soft golden light entering the top of your head. It moves slowly down your body, calming, softening, releasing, This light reminds you, you are not in danger. You are not behind. You are not behind. You are not behind. You are not. This light releasing, This light reminds you, you are not behind. Light releasing, This light reminds you, you are not. You are exactly where you need to be. Repeat with me now. I am safe to be here. My breath is my anchor. My body knows how to heal. I release the need to rush. I create space for new possibilities. I trust the timing of my life. Each breath brings me back to center. I am allowed to rest. My peace is not conditional. I am rebuilding with love, not fear. I am no longer who I was. I am becoming who I choose to be. Now imagine this light expanding around you, filling the room, filling your field. A warm, magnetic energy of calm, strength, and presence. You are not trying to change the world right now. You are simply remembering your place in it. As you stay here for a few more breaths, notice how your body feels now. Notice the subtle shift in your energy. Notice how stillness holds power. This moment is yours. It is sacred, and you can return to it anytime. Let's close this practice with 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, hold, Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. And one last time, bring gentle movement back to your fingers and toes. Open your eyes slowly and carry this peace into the rest of your day. You are not broken. You are healing. You are home. Welcome back. If you've stayed with us until now, it's not by accident. Something inside you knows deeply, that it's time to stop living by default and start living by design. This isn't just about affirmations or calming music or even about neuroscience. This is about reclaiming your agency, the sacred right to shape your own mind, your own life, your own destiny. Your brain is not fixed. Your past does not define you. Your nervous system is not broken. Neuroplasticity means you have the power right now to rewire the way you think, feel, choose, and create. But it doesn't happen all at once. It happens with repetition, with consistency, with intention. Every time you watch a video like this, you are laying down new tracks in your brain. Every breath you take in awareness, every thought you interrupt with a new one, every choice to pause instead of react, you are reprogramming not just habits, but identity, essence, future. So here's what I invite you to do today. Come back to this video every day for the next 7 days. Let this become your mental training. Pick just one affirmation that resonated deeply with you. Write it down. Say it in the mirror. Breathe it in before bed. Let it become your inner compass. Choose one small action that aligns with the future you want to live and take that action today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Don't wait until it feels right. Don't wait until everything is perfect. You are ready now, even if you feel uncertain. Especially if you feel uncertain. That feeling? It's just old wiring trying to hold on. You can thank it and move forward anyway. The healing, the clarity, the shift, it begins in the moment you decide, I don't have to live like this anymore. That decision, it's the first thread in a whole new web of neural connections. It's the seed of a new identity. It's the whisper that becomes a voice, that becomes a truth, that becomes your reality. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to thrive. If this video sparked something in you, drop a comment below. What are you choosing to rewire in your life? What belief or behavior are you ready to release? Let this be your declaration to the universe and to your own mind. Your words are energy, and your energy shapes your path. Subscribe to the Sacred Brain and turn on notifications. Every video here is crafted to support your healing, your awakening, and your transformation. We're not just a channel. We're a sanctuary for souls who are ready to live with intention. Want to go deeper? Explore our curated playlists with powerful brainwave music, meditative affirmations, and neuroplasticity tools designed to help you break limiting thought loops, expand emotional resilience, activate presence and personal power. Sleep better, think clearer, and live truer. You can play them while you journal, meditate, work, or even while you sleep, because healing doesn't always require effort. Sometimes it just requires presence. Share this with someone you love. Sometimes a single video can be the bridge between despair and breakthrough. Your share could be someone's turning point. And remember, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are becoming. And that is sacred. The Sacred Brain is here for every step. See you in the next session. You've got this.